Here we are.
There it is. Oh, that's beautiful batting.
Got another one.
The pressure mounts. Simple catch. Outstanding.
On the opening day's play, Jason Holder reaffirmed that his bowling skills are second to none as he achieved his 8th 5-wicket haul in Test match cricket in a withering spell of patience and skill. Truly a world-class performer. And now, with Sri Lanka positioned at 169 all out with 70 from Lahiru Tirimana. A disappointing first day, 32 to Nirshan Dickwella. Not anything else to shout about amongst that batting order. West Indies bowlers were brilliant. 3 wickets for Kemar Roach and 5 for Jason Holder. A solitary wicket to Rakeem Cornwall in there as well. It means that with the West Indies 13 without loss in response, they trail by 156 runs after the opening day's play.
This first hour is going to be a testing time for the West Indians.
Yes, it will be an opportunity for the Sri Lankans to get back into this contest. West Indies dominated day 1. 169, they would be very happy with that as a target, firstly, and then look to get a lead, a healthy lead. Excellent delivery. Just that away movement, a hint of it, enough to beat the outside edge.
And that's the length they're going to try and bowl on a consistent basis. Certainly was a good delivery.
Edged and gone. Excellent delivery from Suranga Lakmal, the leader of this fast bowling attack for Sri Lanka, and makes the early breakthrough on that of the captain as well.
That is exactly what the Sri Lankans wanted, to get early wickets. Good delivery by Lakmal, good seam position. Just seamed away a little bit from Craig Brathwaite, the captain. And was well taken by the silver in the slip cordon. West Indies lose their first wicket. Craig Brathwaite is gone for 3, 13 for 1.
Edged in the gap. How often have we seen that? Balls going into the gap for to end the over. 21 for 1. Lakmal continues to create problems. Nkrumah fortuitous boundary in that vacant 4th slip region. 3 slips and a gully in position. Just goes where there isn't a fielder. Worked away through the one side. Will get to the boundary. John Campbell, just a little bit too straight, too full on that occasion from Lakmal, and he neatly worked away. 26 for 1.
And still, it finds a gap that seemed impenetrable in that slip cordon.
Good delivery from Lakmal. Tough hand, but piercing the gap. And there's no third man boundary for Nkrumah.
It's the right length, though. Right there. Right there. Bonner had to prop forward, 35 for 1. And beg a wager that last ball was just a touch fuller than the one previous. Excellent length. That is the area right there.
Good thinking from him by going around the wicket as well, using that angle to swing it back into Mabana. And see the seam slanting in. Seems a good old-fashioned Yorker. Bonner trying to get it out of the way. Late swing coming in. Excellent bowling. Excellent bowling from Fernando.
Nice touch. And the ball seems to travel, as in the ODIs, a lot quicker over that side of the ground.
Well, it's going with the wind. And, you know, you get value. But very good timing from John Campbell. Didn't try to overhit it, just use the pace. Excellent timing, finding the gap as well. Doing some good patience, John Campbell.
Brilliantly caught, brilliantly bowled. Excellent line from Dushmanta Chamira. Patham Nisanka with the catch. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Well, the West Indies will be saying, oh yes. Thank you, please.
Big relief for Nkumabana. Touching down, not a lot in it, but the line belongs to the umpire.
He's got a lovely leave alone, hasn't he? John Campbell, those Jamaicans full of style. There's some hesitation. Got the run in the end. 48 for 1. Getting that last run there, 35 runs for the day. 1 wicket gone. He would have been well gone, wouldn't he? On the direct hit. Oh dear. Well, he was so close, wasn't he, Shadow? You have to hope the helmet gave him some protection there.
Another good sight. Must have been painful. Slightly short.
Just sort of between the shoulder and the neck there.
Pulled away from Bonner. One of the shots that he's been looking for throughout his innings so far. Just enough on it to get to the boundary. It brings up the 50 for the West Indies, 53 for 1.
Short delivery from Chimera. Played it very well. Nkumabana. He was on the front foot as well. And transferred his weight back and kept it down.
Pull again, away, top edge. Goes down towards the fine leg boundary. So 2 fours in the over for Nkrumah Bonner.
Didn't really control that as it did the previous one. A little bit more pace from Chimera. Cross seam as well. Top edge. But 4 runs nevertheless.
And on cue, the full toss wide. As soon as you mentioned that, secretly, a freebie from Chimera and dispatched. Brings up the 50 partnership as well between these two. And what a way to do that. John Campbell. Full and wide. Just needed to get some bat on it. Got enough to go all the way. Good short delivery from Chimera. The quickest bowler on show in this test match, and shows that he has that pace, he has that aggression.
Well bowled by Chimera. Took John Campbell by surprise. He was looking to get on the front foot.
Oh, yes! Yeah, my Danny! Good bowling, Danny.
Long vigil here for John Campbell. Good start from Dhananjaya De Silva attacking the stumps. Huge shot for LBW, and he's given him. Immediately reviews it, and Nkrumah Bonner.
Some slight movement, but there's a gap between bat and ball. Keep rolling, gap, keep rolling. Yes, gap between bat and ball. Pitching, inline, impact, umpire's call, wickets, umpire's call. And we go back to the on-field umpire. Greg, stay with your out decision. You're on screen now. You're on screen, Greg.
Another wicket falls for the West Indies. Umpire's call, just clipping the top of off stump. Really a casual shot from Nkrumah Bonner brings about his demise. He goes for 31. The West Indies now slip to 69 for 2.
And because of that, he's caused his own demise. End of the over. 72 for 2. And that's lunch.
Good session for Sri Lanka with that 2 wickets. 72 runs on the board. West Indies would have felt that they lost 1 wicket too many, and that of Nkrumah Bonner just before that lunch on interval. John Campbell has resisted, continues to be quite resolute for the West Indies at the top of the order. 59 runs, 24 overs, so a bit slow in terms of the over rate, the Sri Lankans. But they'll be happy, similar to what we saw yesterday, just before the luncheon interval. Jason Holder was able to get the wicket of Dinesh Chandimal. Similarly today, Sri Lanka was able to eke out the wicket of Nkrumah Bonner. Good efforts all around from the fast bowlers. Saranga Lakmal, Chimera, Vishwa Fernando, they all tried. It was a spin off Embaldinha that resulted in the 2nd wicket for the West Indies. West Indies batting card, John Campbell, 27 unbeaten from 116. Partnership of between Campbell and Nkrumah Bonner was broken by Embaldinha. He went for 31, while Myers just faced the 6 deliveries. Saranga Lakmal, very impressive throughout the day. Picked up the 1 wicket. A wicket for Embaldinha, only 5 overs for him. But Chimera, wicketless, but caused some problems along with Vishwa Fernando. the moment, this is where we are at. Sri Lanka all out for 169. West Indies in pursuit, 72 for 2. John Campbell unbeaten on 27, still trail by 97 runs.
Tremendous shot from John Campbell. It's the second time he's used his feet
Come on, ball, come on, ball.
in the last couple of balls he's faced. Wants his cap now.
Shows good intent. Uses the feet very, very well. Getting to the pitch of it and hitting it down the ground. Pretty straight. And once you beat the fielder, you're going to get value for your shots here.
That's into the wind, but it's gone a mighty long way. It's kind of what Chameera wanted. He wanted Mayers to be hooking into the wind. He hit it too well on that occasion.
Yes, the field was set for it, and as a bowler, you don't mind him taking on that challenge, hitting into the wind. He's got to hit it cleanly. Good planning by the Sri Lankan, but well executed in the end by Kyle Mayers. But he's got to be mindful of the field that they have set and try not to take on the fielders.
Great delivery from Dushmanta Chameera. Wonderful angle. And the first wicket to fall after lunch.
Yeah, we were speaking about the areas, and that's definitely the area you want to be bowling in. Good seam position, angling it in, and the ball just holding its own, finding the outside edge of John Campbell. And he's got to the part. It's 9-5 for 3.
Goes all the way. How often have we seen this? Kyle Mayers showing his power, brings up the 100 for the West Indies.
Power from the man. Kyle Mayers, strong down the ground. Good flow of the bat. Sweetly driven through the offside. Kyle Mayers, elegant, graceful, powerful. 106 for 3. Pulled away. Kyle Mayers just short, goes away to the boundary. So this is the intent, the positivity that you'll get from Kyle Mayers.
Wasn't a very short delivery. What Kyle Mayers does well is use the depth of the crease. He's quick to transfer his weight on the back foot to allow for the room to hit a little bit squarer to beat the fielder in that mid-on position.
Pull away inside edge, fortuitous boundary for Kyle Mayers. Could so easily have ricocheted on the stumps in the end. He gets another boundary. Not in control of that one. Vishwa Fernando will feel quite unlucky to see that ball racing towards the boundary. Pulled away again, powerfully from Kyle Mayers, and gets another boundary. Short, dispatched.
Dealing in boundaries, Kyle Mayers. And that's the impact that he has when he's at the crease. What it will do is put more pressure on Sri Lanka and its bowlers.
Clean them up. Straight through. Saranga Lakmal, first ball in this spell. Jimin Blackwood doesn't have an answer. Another wicket for Sri Lanka.
I just wonder if there was a little bit of an inside edge. He looked at the cue end of his bat as if to indicate there was. Maybe expecting this one to move away from him as a right-hander. And as we've often seen when Lakmal bowls, but this delivery just angles in. Smiles all around. Lakmal strikes, Blackwood goes for 2. 120 for 4.
Pull away again from Kyle Mayers. Will get to the boundary. Gets another one for him. 5 4s now, along with the 2 6s. And speeds along to 38.
Seems to be batting on a different surface, Kyle Mayers. Kyle Mayers continues in his aggressive style, doing so successfully, ends the over with a boundary. 130 for 4.
He's got him. Saranga Lakmal strikes again, and Kyle Mayers has got to go for 45.
It's a great length again. Lakmal, and look at the seam position. It's deliberate effort to get the ball angling in and moving away from Kyle Mayers. A full length as well. Talked about the way Abu Jayed bowled at Kyle Mayers in Bangladesh, where Lakmal imitates it. Mayers goes for 45, 133 for 5.
Straight down the ground. He's got hold of this one. That will run into the boundary. Welcomed. 4 runs.
No, 4 of 21. And then Muldinia won't be too disheartened because it's just come off the outer half of the bat.
Big success.
That could have taken a leading edge and gone anywhere.
Big appeal. He's going to review.
TV umpire to director. We have an umpire players review for LBW. Forward, 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 forward. Okay, clear daylight between bat and ball, no bat involved. It's pitching outside off, impact in line, wickets umpire's call. And we go back to the on-field umpire, Joel. Stay with your not out decision, you're on screen now.
Oh dear. 3 runs for the West Indies.
As a bowler, you certainly won't be happy with that. It's a bit unfortunate. Oh dear. Reminiscent of World Cup, England, New Zealand, the finals. Good shot. That's a lovely square drive by Jason Holder all the way for 4. And that is Jason at his best. Very fluent through the offside. 154 for 5.
Gets it through. Just open the blade, use the pace. And he moves into double figures now.
Certainly was a gift. Probably trying for the Yorker. Fernando ended up bowling a full toss, a low full toss.
Again, a miss. Good delivery to end the over. Chamira asking questions. 162 for 5. And we'll go into the tea break now. Confirmation of what has been achieved in this session. 30 overs, the West Indies accumulating 91 runs. And more importantly for Sri Lanka, 3 wickets. So again, this game still in the balance. Phil Simmons and Mickey Arthur will have an opportunity to discuss the state of the game and come out for that post-tea session, looking to do a lot better than the previous session. There he is, Mickey Arthur, always very animated. But a good attritional passage of play post-lunch. This is where the West Indies are at. They trail by 6 runs. 42 for John Campbell, Kyle Mayers 45, and Kruma Bonner also got a start with 31. And in terms of the bowlers, well, Suranga Lakmal, his experience and his durability proving to be the right ingredients for Sri Lanka, picking up 3 wickets. And that economy, impressive, under 2. He got good support from Chamira with a wicket, and Boldinia as well picked up an early wicket, that of Bonner. But collectively, a very good effort by Sri Lanka with the ball. I think the new ball usually brings an opportunity for run scoring as well, more attacking fields, more open gaps.
Speaking of which, Joshua De Silva has found one. Pick up a couple. That was a big appeal. Oh, massive appeal in the field.
Height might be the issue. They will contemplate going for the review, and he goes for it.
Keep rolling, flat line, gap between bat and ball, and we have ball tracking when it's available. It's pitching outside off, impact in line, wickets missing. Can we go back to the on-field umpire? Joel, ask you to stay with your not out decision. You're on screen now.
Good decision by Joel Wilson in the end, and a lost review for Sri Lanka. He's bowled him. Suranga Lakmal has taken another scalp this afternoon. Jason Holder bowled over and gone for 19.
Lakmal strikes again. Jason Holder walks away a dejected man. He's worked really hard at the start of his innings. He's played this one on. I was wondering with that line how he managed to dislodge the off stump, but it was off the inside edge. Again, Holder playing the wrong line. The skill of Lakmal coming to the fore and producing another wicket for Sri Lanka. Holder gone for 19, 169 for 6.
A big appeal on the last ball of the over. Will they appeal this? Yeah, they're taking the review.
Forward. Okay, it is not conclusive whether bat or pad force. So we'll take it that the on-field decision is not out. Can we go back to the on-field umpire? Ask you to stay with your original decision of not out. You're on screen, Greg. You're on screen.
Oh, and he's got him with the last ball. Suranga Lakmal with a fifer. And Alzari Joseph hangs his head. His fourth 5-wicket haul. The tall man from Sri Lanka strikes again.
Disappointment for Alzari Joseph. Went after this one with an open blade. Spooned it to the field at point. Dinesh Chandimal made no mistake. Sri Lanka, well, they're very much pleased with this one. Alzari Joseph disappointed, not scoring. 171 for 7.
Oh, short of first slip. So I'm looking at Dikwela and I'm wondering if there's a chance the keeper can pick the trajectory and go for it himself.
Just short of that first slip fielder.
Boundary for Rakeem Cornwall.
Slightly short delivery. And was hammered away through the mid-wicket region.
It's very pleasant. Second boundary for Rakeem Cornwall.
Slightly over-pitched delivery from Chimera. I was driven down the ground by Rakeem Cornwall through the mid-off region.
New ball being brought out by umpire Leslie Reefer Jr. in the event that Sri Lanka does in fact make that decision. It's available, has been after 80 overs. We're into the 82nd. Joel Wilson receives it now. That new cherry that my colleague in the com box is so used to. So they have decided to take the new cherry. Dimut Karunaratne and the Sri Lankans, 186 for 7, and I'm in agreement with this move. And what say you, Courtney Walsh?
Fully in agreement with this move, and this is a part of Test cricket I keep telling people about. Your third spell, sometimes your fourth spell, if it can be as strong as your first, good, because this is a good time now for Sri Lanka to be taking a new ball. And once the bowlers have got a bit of steam, you're bowling at the lower end, that is enough to spur you on. You can break this partnership early, you should be looking to wrap things up. So I think it's a very good move this by Sri Lanka.
And the captain is giving him that attacking field, 3 slips and a gully. Shamira into the 4th over in this particular spell. Whipped away through the one side, Rakeem Cornwall. Full from Fernando, looking for that swing. And Cornwall was equal to the task. Another boundary for him.
Seems as if he had a little bit of late swing, but it was always intended to go on the onside from Rakeem Cornwall. He's a powerful player, and you could see the whip coming into play. And once he let those shoulders go, the ball is going to travel.
Pulled away, whipped the wind, and sails away for 6. Power from Rakeem Cornwall, 198 for 7. Last ball of the previous over, Vishwa Fernando short and heaved away by Rakeem Cornwall. Massive blow. Once you get it up in the air with that strong wind here at Sir Viv, hitting to the shorter side as well. Pushed by Joshua De Silva, has the timing to go all the way. Elegant shot from the Trinidad and Tobago and West Indian batsman. And brings up the 200 as well for West Indies. Lead now pushes to 33. Didn't try to overhit that one. Used the depth of the crease. Got nicely behind it and pushed it along the ground. Very woody sound off the bat as well. This one is officially, but in the gap, and will go away for 4 for Hakeem Cornwall. Another 4 for him. 4 is now along with that 6 for the Antiguan.
Pushes the lead up to 41. He's a powerful player. Normally once he hits them, they stay hit. Opening on the shoulders on that one. Probably not making the connection he wanted at first, but still had enough power. Race away to the boundary for 4.
And if you're a cricket fan, you will enjoy this shot. Quality written all over it. It was a firm push. De Silva growing in confidence.
The other thing to notice about Joshua De Silva, and get our statistician to give us some numbers, is the number of deliveries he's managed to soak up in his test career so far in each innings. Very phlegmatic character.
Pulls it all the way. Goes for 6. That's with the wind. Hakeem Cornwall showing that he's familiar with this venue.
And he'll expect more of himself than 32, but 32 represents a good partnership of 49 with Joshua De Silva.
Goes for it again. Finds the elevation. There was clear intent on him taking the aerial route, and he'll be quite pleased with the outcome. Another boundary. 227 for 7.
Come on, boy.
Wasn't that full. He was hitting this on the up. Hakeem Cornwall. Cut away. There was some bounce on that one. Didn't try to hit it in front of square. Played it downwards. And he moves into the 40s now.
Go boys, lên làm ơi.
Hakeem Cornwall is also playing a fine innings. That's not an easy shot. Lofted drive, over cover. And he finishes the over on a high, 243 for 7. Swept away, and he will get that half century. A big smile from the big man. First Antiguan to score a Test 50 on this ground, and it's his first in his career.
Gets another boundary, Joshua De Silva, to that vacant third man region. Moves on to 45.
Very, very good partnership between these two. They have gone about it in a business-like fashion, mixing aggression with some good composure.
Whips this one away. Calypso-like from Rakeem Cornwall. Another boundary, another 4. Adds to his tally, moves to 56 now. Rakeem Cornwall has been very impressive in this innings. It's gone. Soft dismissal from Joshua De Silva, just trying to play that uppercut. And then he walks. Joel Wilson raised the finger, but he knew he was gone. Very uncharacteristic of Joshua De Silva playing that shot, and he perishes.
I think he got into a one-day mode there, just trying to play it over wicket keeper and slip for the third man region. Risky shot, brought to his downfall, but a well-played 46. It's 261 for 8.
And does get the boundary, even with the third man who was quite square. Kemar Roach edged that one.
Well, with the field he had, you would expect him to probably have another slip-in. It didn't carry, but no, with third man being so wide, a welcome boundary for the West Indies. Kemar Roach is off the mark.
Aye.
Well played from Kemar Roach. Does what was required of him. And brings to a close another captivating day of test match cricket. The West Indies close on 268 for 8. Overall lead of 99. A healthy lead